Have you ever noticed how silence can be louder than words? Knowing when to stay silent can spark curiosity, create mystery, and draw someone closer to you effortlessly. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 psychological reasons why your silence speaks volumes and how to use it to captivate anyone's attention. 1. The power of scarcity. Have you ever noticed how rare things seem to hold our attention better than those that are abundant? Imagine a product that's always on sale or an item you can grab at any time. You think, I'll get to it later. There's no urgency, no emotional pull. Now compare that to something limited edition, available for only a short time. Suddenly it becomes irresistible. That's the psychology of scarcity. Silence works exactly the same way in relationships and interactions. When you're always readily available, answering every text within seconds, showing up for every call, constantly initiating conversations, it creates the illusion that your time and attention are abundant. The result? They begin to take you for granted, believing there's no urgency or exclusivity in your presence. But here's the trick. When you intentionally pull back and allow for silence, it flips the narrative. Suddenly they notice the absence. They start to wonder, why aren't they texting me back immediately? What are they doing? Are they with someone else? That curiosity stirs up emotional intrigue. By being silent, you create scarcity, and scarcity amplifies value. The next time you're tempted to send yet another follow-up message or fill every moment with communication, pause. Resist the urge. Let them sit with the space you've created. It's not about playing games, it's about understanding human psychology and giving them the opportunity to appreciate your presence instead of taking it for granted. 2. Mystery builds attraction. Think about the allure of a mystery novel or a movie with a surprising plot twist. Why do they captivate us? Because they keep us guessing. They don't lay everything out all at once. They leave breadcrumbs, making us eager to uncover what's next. This same principle applies to human interactions. When you're constantly sharing every thought, every feeling, and every detail of your life, you remove the element of mystery. There's nothing left for them to discover about you, and as a result, they may lose interest. On the other hand, when you hold back and communicate selectively, you allow curiosity to build. People become intrigued by what they don't know. They start to wonder about your thoughts, your feelings, and your motivations. So how do you create this sense of mystery? First, practice restraint. Don't rush to fill every silence with words. Sometimes the less you say, the more impactful your presence becomes. When you do speak, be intentional. Share just enough to pique their interest, but leave room for them to wonder and ask questions. Another key aspect of mystery is unpredictability. If you're too predictable, always available, always responding the same way, they may feel like they've already figured you out. Silence adds an element of unpredictability to your interactions. It keeps them on their toes, eager to learn more about you and your next move. And here's the beautiful part. Mystery doesn't require you to be manipulative or deceptive. It simply requires you to maintain a level of privacy and self-respect. By doing so, you'll naturally become someone they want to learn more about. 3. Silence reflects confidence. Have you ever been in a room with someone who exudes quiet confidence? They don't need to dominate the conversation or constantly seek validation from others. They're comfortable with who they are, and it shows. That kind of energy is magnetic. Silence, when used intentionally, is one of the clearest signals of confidence. It shows that you're secure enough in yourself that you don't feel the need to over-explain, over-apologize, or over-communicate. You're not afraid of a pause in the conversation or a moment of stillness. This makes you stand out. Let me share an example. Imagine 2 people on a date. One person nervously fills every pause with chatter, afraid that silence might make things awkward. The other person allows moments of silence to naturally arise, maintaining eye contact and a calm demeanor. Who do you think appears more confident and composed? The second person, right? That's the power of silence. Confidence isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being secure enough to let your silence speak for you. So the next time you're in a conversation, don't rush to fill every gap. Embrace the pauses. Let your silence convey your self-assurance. 4. Space sparks reflection. One of the most underrated aspects of silence is the space it creates for reflection. When you're constantly present, texting, calling, showing up, they don't have the opportunity to miss you. They don't have the chance to think about you in your absence, to reflect on your words, or to process their feelings about you. Silence gives them that space. Think about a song you love. If you listen to it on repeat every single day, eventually you might get tired of it. But if you take a break from it, even for a short time, the next time you hear it, you're reminded of why you loved it in the first place. That's the effect of silence. It allows others to appreciate your presence by creating moments of absence. When you give someone space, it also gives them the opportunity to evaluate their own feelings. Do they miss you? Do they enjoy thinking about you? These questions only arise when there's silence. If you're always there, they don't have the chance to reflect, and their feelings may remain shallow or unexamined. To create this kind of space, practice intentional pauses in communication. Don't respond to every text the moment you receive it. Don't feel the need to call them every day. Instead, allow time for silence to do its work. Remember, silence isn't about ignoring them. It's about giving them room to reflect and grow in their feelings for you. 5. Silence diffuses neediness. Let's address a common pitfall: neediness. While it's natural to want to connect with someone you care about, over-communicating can sometimes come across as emotionally dependent or even desperate. Constantly seeking their attention might make them feel overwhelmed or pressured. Silence, on the other hand, sends a completely different message. It says, "I'm self-sufficient. I value my time and energy. I'm interested in you, but I don't need you to validate me." This level of independence is incredibly attractive. When you're comfortable with silence, it shows that you're not reliant on their responses to feel good about yourself. It creates a sense of balance in the relationship. They see that while you're interested, you're also content with your own life. This balance prevents the dynamic from becoming one-sided and keeps them engaged. Here's an important reminder: silence isn't about ignoring someone or playing hard to get. It's about respecting both their space and your own. By embracing silence, you allow the relationship to unfold naturally, without the pressure of constant communication. You create an environment where they feel free to reach out to you, rather than feeling obligated to respond to your constant messages. Bringing it all together. When you combine these 5 principles, you start to see how silence is far more than just the absence of words. It's a powerful form of communication. It creates scarcity, builds mystery, reflects confidence, allows for reflection, and diffuses neediness. Each of these elements contributes to a deeper connection and a stronger sense of attraction. The key is balance. Silence doesn't mean disappearing completely or withholding affection. It means being intentional with your words and actions, giving others the space to appreciate you, and showing that you value yourself enough to maintain your independence. By doing this, you create a dynamic where your presence is cherished, your absence is noticed, and your silence becomes a tool for building deeper, more meaningful connections. So the next time you're tempted to over-communicate or fill every moment with words, remember the power of silence. Use it wisely and watch as it transforms your relationships in ways you never thought possible.